Good morning or afternoon. This is Philip Duff, President and Founder of Lighthouse Consulting and also of Armbend. Alright, so let's start with skip trace. Skip tracing is a colloquial term used to describe the process of locating a person's whereabouts for any number of purposes. We, of course, use it as a debt collection tool. So let's take a moment and break down what skip tracing is in the ARM industry. First, it's several different pieces of information that need to be appended to the file so that collection efforts can be made. Let's start with the simple one, the most common one, phone numbers. Phone numbers append is the addition of a new phone number or numbers to the file so that the collection staff can make contact with the debtor. There's other phone scrubs that just verify the number you currently have. And there are verified appends as well, meaning that they will give you back a phone number but verify it truly is the debtor. Next would be the address append. The address append is an addition of more information to the address. It could just be an addition of something as simple as an apartment number. It could be a new address or a more recent address. It could be a forwarding address, possibly from the post office. And it can also be a correction of the format of the current address so that it is deleted. I want to take a second and thank Armvend. Armvend is a group purchase organization that can help you save money on the ARM vendors you use every day. So let's stop for a minute and talk about vendor effectiveness. How do you rate vendor effectiveness? Is it your return on investment, your unit yield, the actual cost of the vendor? What I'm finding in the marketplace now is a lot of people are doing it based upon cost. But you really need to be able to rate your vendor properly. How do you rate your skip trace vendor? How do you know that you're spending your money in the right place? You probably have several skip trace vendors. Are you using them properly in the proper order? Armvend can help you with that. Armvend can help you figure out what the best vendor effectiveness is, and that's a wonderful benefit of Armvend. All right, let's get back into this. Let's talk about scrubs. Scrubs are mass electronic files designed to append specific information about the debtor, whether he's filed bankruptcy or not. The debtor may be deceased, they're active duty military, or maybe they filed previous FDCPA suits. You can take something like a military scrub where the information's obviously coming directly from the government and can't come from too many other locations. After our sponsor, we'll talk about address scrubs.
I want to thank MLQ Attorney Services and also welcome Lever Stewart, the president of MLQ. Lever, I know that MLQ does process of service for debt buyers and debt issuers. How do you utilize technology to make that a more efficient process?
Phil, at MLQ, we utilize state-of-the-art technology to better and more efficiently manage paper flow for our clients and also better prove completed service and process. If clients desire, they can export directly to us through a CSV file or a flat file all of their work orders, which drop directly into our system. And following completed serves, we can directly export back to them through True EDI completed job reports that drop directly into their software management system. This removes their need to do any manual updates of reports that we send them into their own system. In the alternative, if the client prefers to email us PDF files or have us pick up physical paper, then we are able to do so. We immediately enter these into our order entry system, and from there electronic reporting continues. All of our process servers use PDAs or smartphones in the field for all service attempts. They take photos upon arrival that show through GPS lat-long locations and time and date stamp. In addition, where permissible by law, we have audio recordings of all service attempts. And finally, in the case of vacant properties, we also use video recordings to demonstrate vacancy. All of this attaches to each job order and directly uploads through the cell system on a real-time basis to our website. Clients can then access the website through password and client access codes so that they can get real-time updates on all job orders as well as real-time completion reports and status reports. Now, All of this is great for better proving serves and efficiency, but the bottom line is process servers also need to do a good job. And we believe this technology better holds them accountable in terms of performance. We constantly monitor GPS reports to ensure that all attempts are reasonable on a time frame, and the audio and video recordings better demonstrate the attempts that have been made.
Thanks for the information, Lever. So let's go get back into the address scrubs. How is the information obtained to append the file? A lot of it's found through a credit bureau reporting. Some of it's found through postal services. Some of it's found through mass scrubs of information, whether it be magazine subscriptions, things like that. And the best information is always found with an individual search. So, what about asset scrubs? How is that information found? Well, if we take something like home ownership, it's generally found through the court system when people file a new lien on a home or file the information with real estate taxes. Employment can come from many different locations: paycheck vendors, large employers like Walmart, the International Revenue Service, and of course, once again, the best information always comes from individual searches. And then there's always vehicular searches, whether you're talking about an RV or a car, and of course that information can come from insurance companies and a lot of other locations.
All right, Lever, I know you're headquartered out of Atlanta and you have several other offices, but how can MLQ help debt collection firms or debt buyers or issuers in cities or states where MLQ is not currently have an office?
Phil, even if MLQ does not have a physical office in a given city or geographic area, we have proven to our clients that we can take our unique technology and operating platform and implement it in that area for them to better meet their service and process needs than perhaps they're getting from a local process server. We will go on site locally, contract experienced process servers, provide them our tools, and teach them in our operating platform so that serves can be completed and managed through our customer service center in Atlanta in the exact same fashion as how we complete serves in cities where we have physical offices. All paper flow will go through the customer service center in Atlanta and then be dispatched locally to process servers and managed by customer service on an active, ongoing basis. We will continue to try to garner other business in this new locale, and when either the client has enough volume or whether we have gotten other business on our own to create enough volume, our goal is to, when it is economically viable, open a physical office in this new locale and staff it as soon as possible. But there's no compromise in the service that our clients receive pending the opening of a physical office.
Thanks again to Lever and MLQ, and thanks again to everyone. We'll see you again next month. Thanks.